Coming up on KUJH News, protests continue at KU over the decision to end gender-inclusive housing. Students are speaking out, but will the university listen? The first female officer from Lawrence to attend the prestigious FBI program.
It truly was a life-changing experience for me, personally and professionally.
Plus, find out how fans are already getting ready for the upcoming football season and what plans are in the works.
Live from the studio in Stauffer, Flint, this is KUJH News.
Good morning and welcome to KUJH News. I'm Cindy Clark.
And I'm Lily Schutzenhofer.
The recent news involving immigration raises questions about how KU's international students are feeling. KUJH's Taylor Doyle is in the studio to discuss immigration concerns.
On March 26, KU's Human Resources sent an email guiding international students on traveling. The Trump administration has cracked down on immigration policies. On Tuesday, Trump compared the previous and current immigration policies. The Trump administration policies and the HR email have concerned international college students. An international student who wishes to remain anonymous is concerned about their visa. The student's voice is distorted for the sake of privacy.
It's definitely something that brings stress and silences us all a little bit, just because it was not something that any of us was expecting. But yeah, at the same time, we have to be adaptable, we have to understand the situation and be able to kind of act accordingly.
The Trump administration has cracked down on immigration policies. On Tuesday, Trump compared the previous and current immigration policies.
Literally from mental institutions, insane asylums were opened up and emptied into our country. Prisons from all over the world, not just South America, prisons from, think of this, from Africa, the Congo, a lot of people from the Congo, prisons in the Congo, prisons from Asia, from all over were opened up. And I knew that when I heard it was an open border policy. I said, if you do that, every country is going to be dumping people that they don't want into our country. And that's what's happened, but we're cleaning it out.
Next week, I will talk to a KU professor who is an expert on the Trump administration immigration policy.
Thank you, Taylor. I'm looking forward to next week's show.
Earlier this semester, the University of Kansas announced that Grace Pearson Hall would no longer offer gender-inclusive housing starting next year. The change sparked protests and pushback from students who say the hall is a vital space for queer and transgender students. Since then, tensions have escalated, resulting in one student's firing and protest signs being removed. Lexi Urban has the story.
Anywhere. We are here. We are clear. We're not going anywhere.
Removal of gender-inclusive housing at Grace Pearson Hall sparked protests from students. But now some say the university is going too far by taking down banners, silencing speech, and even firing a student proctor. Anthony Alvarez was a student proctor at Grace Pearson until he was fired in March. KU cited policy violations for helping put up protest banners and speaking to media in an unofficial housing capacity.
None of us really saw it coming. I think even for the whole time, for 2 months, we were like, well, they're not going to fire me. It's a possibility, but they couldn't do that. It's the middle of the semester. And yet they did.
Since then, students say KU has doubled down, removing protest sticky notes from windows and even drilling them shut to prevent future displays. Faculty were seen removing banners from the outside of the hall. KU cites policy, but students say the response has gone too far.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It is infringing on something that just really isn't that big of a deal. People have sticky notes in their windows all the time, and if they're not going to enforce that, why are they enforcing this?
For students still living in Grace Pearson, the changes feel personal.
I think that inclusive housing it's not a privilege, it's a right that everybody should have, and a safe place to live is a right that everybody should have. And until February 5th, I believed that KU and I were aligned in that belief. But every single action that they have had since that original February 5th notice that they were removing gender inclusivity in our hall has shown that our views don't align, and as a Jayhawk, I'm ashamed.
Students say the fight to preserve Grace Pearson's inclusive environment isn't over. They're continuing to protest and pushing KU to listen. For KUJH News, I'm Lexi Urban.
The KU Housing Handbook policy states that window decoration should generally be directed inward and must not include profanity or identifying information. A university spokesperson says students are first asked to take down any violations, and if they don't, the university can take further action.
The banning of transgender athletes has been an ongoing debate. One of the biggest advocates in the discussion is former NCAA swimmer Riley Gaines, who spoke at Budick Hall last night.
You guys are stupid!
Riley Gaines is one of the best female collegiate swimmers in the last 10 years, but she isn't known for her athletic ability. She is one of the leaders advocating against transgender athletes competing in women's sports. Gaines exploded in popularity after the 2022 NCAA Swimming National Championships when she tied with transgender female Leah Thomas.
Riley, I'm so sorry, but we have been advised as an organization that when photos are being taken, it's crucial that the trophy is in Leah's hands. Our entire life's work, down to a photo op, to validate the feelings and the identity of a man.
The event had plenty of Gaines supporters.
And we just want a bunch of people to come, doesn't matter what view you have, just to hear the opposing view.
But was also met with counter-protesters who stood just outside of Budick Hall.
It's about standing up for trans rights. The community's been under a lot of attack, and they have as much right as anyone to participate in sports.
Gaines talked about her story, her work with President Donald Trump, and the importance of speaking out against injustice.
How in the world can you expect someone to stand up for you if you're not even willing to stand up for you?
I'm out here at Budick Hall where Riley Gaines just took the stage advocating for change in women's sports. There were hundreds of students and faculty here, all voicing their opinion. Overall, there was a lot of differing viewpoints and a lot of productive conversation. For KUJH News, I'm Tyler Raimundo.
Thank you, Tyler.
That spring weather is definitely showing up today on campus, and students seem to be enjoying it. Sam joins us now with a look at today's forecast. Sam, how's it looking out there?
Thank you, Lily. Things are looking a lot better. I will say we're having some problems here with our graphics for this stuff, so just stick with me, bear with us, we'll get through it. Outside right now, sunny skies, had a couple clouds move through earlier, but meanwhile here in Lawrence, we are sitting out at 65 degrees, winds of the north at 17 to 30 miles an hour, gusting up to 30. Those gusts will continue throughout the day today. And taking a look at satellite, there's a large swath of cloud cover over the northern Midwest. Had a couple small clouds move through here a few hours ago, but off to our west, the high pressure ridge is dominating, and that will bring those clear conditions for us for today, tomorrow, and really through the entire weekend. Taking a look at our temperature trend here, the average for this time of year is right around 67 degrees, going to be around that today, tomorrow, and the start of the weekend. But come Sunday, be all the way up to 86, about 20 degrees above average, before dropping right back down to the average conditions in the 70s and high 60s to start next week. Take a look at our almanac. We'll be right back.
The Lead Center is the place to be this weekend as it hosts the annual KU Powwow and Indigenous Cultures Festival this Saturday. KUJH's Caden Baird is live at the Lead Center, giving us all the details for the event.
Thanks, Jimmy. This year marks the 36th year that the Lead Center is hosting the powwow. And in a few days, the lawn and inside will be filled with hundreds of people. The powwow gives an opportunity for Native American culture, the celebration of Native American culture through community, spirituality, and dance through drumming and singing.
Sounds exciting. So what can those attending expect to see or participate in?
There's almost too much to tell at all, but activities will range from basket weaving, an informative presentation on Powwow 101, and 2 grand entrances that will book in the festival. And while parking and entry are free, it's recommended to bring cash while multiple vendors are inside.
Is there anything else visitors should know before attending the event?
Of course, as this is a cultural event, the viewers may be mindful that some things may be sensitive. Dancers in the regalia should not be touched, and professional cameras will not be allowed unless previous permission has been given. Besides that, bring a lawn chair, bring the family, and it should be a great time for all those involved.
Thanks, Kate. And make sure to arrive early as festivities will start at 9 a.m. with the KUTP raising on the lawn of the Lead Center.
Obviously, it looked really nice out there with Caden. This sunny weather is doing me a great deal of happiness.
Yeah.
My allergies, though, I've had it up to here already. I can't stop sneezing, but it's okay. I'm very excited for the sunny weather. And obviously, Sam has a lot to say. Tell us more about the weather this weekend.
So you're right, Lily, and Caden was experiencing all of those 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts I was just talking about. Taking a look at here, satellite and radar together. These clouds that moved through earlier this morning may have had a little some sprinkles with them, but that's all well past our area, and we'll have dry conditions for a while. Taking a look at our surface map, there's a cold front draped just off to our south down the Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma border, but all that high pressure off to our west, as I said, will move into our area, which will lead to sunny skies for probably, I'd say, most of the next 7 days. Now going on to our temperatures right now. Here in Lawrence, we're at 66, Ottawa 67, Topeka 66, Tonganoxie a little bit cooler up there at 65 as well as in Olathe. And going through the afternoon here, through the afternoon, at 2 p.m. it'll be 69 degrees with those strong gusts continuing out of the north with sunny skies. We may have 1 or 2 rogue clouds in the afternoon, but nothing much as you get up to a high around 70 or 71 this afternoon. Then come 8 p.m., as the sun dips down, those winds will decrease as well as we're at 64 degrees at that time. Overnight tonight, we'll have a low around 42 with the wind light out of the northwest, clear and calm conditions. And then for tomorrow, be sunny, 66, with wind out of the north around 8 to 10 miles an hour. And then looking at the weekend, Saturday, 74, could see some strong gusts as well. Then Sunday, with those strong south winds, are going to bring those temperatures way up to 86 degrees for a high. Some regions close to us could see highs near 90. So we'll have to see how that trends. Looking at our 7-day forecast, and well, common trend is plenty of sunshine with the warming up this weekend. But Sunday night into Monday, as those temperatures dip back down, there is a chance for a couple of showers during that period. It doesn't look to be anything major, just a low chance there Sunday night through Monday morning. Lily?
Thanks, Sam. It looks like we have a beautiful week ahead of us. And remember to go outside and get some vitamin D today, Jayhawks.
A man is in custody after an attempted robbery Monday morning just blocks from the KU campus. According to Lawrence police, the suspect approached a man outside a home near 10th and Illinois, demanding his car keys and wallet. When the victim tried to run, the suspect hit him with what appeared to be a shotgun. Officers later recovered a sawed-off shotgun and ammunition nearby. Tuesday afternoon, an LKPD sergeant arrested 42-year-old Jason Stark after spotting him near Sandra Shaw Park. He reportedly tried to flee, but was safely detained. Stark is also wanted for questioning in a separate case involving slashed tires. With the incident happening so close to campus, it serves as a reminder to stay alert. And remember, walk in groups and stay in well-lit areas, especially at night. Beware of your surroundings, limit headphone volume, and avoid distractions when walking. Use Safe Ride or Safe Walk, free transportation and walking escort services. To report a crime anonymously, contact Crime Stoppers using the phone number on your screen. You can also check out recent crime reports in your area at communitycrimemap.com. Despite this recent scare, KU officials say campus crime is actually decreasing. KUJH's Ashley Updike has the numbers and how students can stay aware without living in fear.
The University of Kansas 2024 crime rates are down 6.4% from 2023. The KU police recorded 481 total criminal offenses on campus in 2024, which is 13.6% below the 10-year annual average of 561 crimes. While KU police have updated technology like surveillance cameras to monitor crime, KU Police Captain Jack Campbell attributes the decrease in crime rates to the support of the KU community to keep each other safe.
We're really big at developing campus partnerships to try to take on crime as a community, as part of the entire university campus. So we really work with our community in order to identify any situations that they may be having or to educate them on ways that they can help us.
KU criminology professor Misty Campbell agrees that closeness of a community is what drives crime down.
We all
have an obligation and an ability to reduce crime by paying attention to not just our surroundings, but thinking about how do we make a place safer.
To continue the decrease in crime rates, KU Police hope to engage more in community outreach events and further build relationships with people around KU.
Any kind of safety and security related training and education we found really helps us in the long run in accomplishing our mission and keeping students safe, and also building partnerships where people will come to us if they need us.
KU Police reminds students to secure all items before leaving them, no matter how long you will be gone. Walk in groups, be aware of your surroundings, and when you're going somewhere with your friends, have a plan to come back together. For KUJH News, Ashley Updike.
Thanks, Ashley. To view the full table of KU crime statistics, visit kupolice.ku.edu. Coming up on KUJH Sports, how fans are gearing up for another exciting football season. Plus, Lindsey Ryan is live at the Boathouse for more on the rowing team's upcoming double duel.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part? It's the most complicated one.
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. Just clapping now. No humps. Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just two people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to do the end.
It's just.
I don't know the head.
It's hard by yourself.
Today on KUJH Sports, we get an inside look at some of KU football's spring practices, a live check-in from the Kansas Boathouse, and an update on more Kansas sports. I'm Lauren Ritchie. Football season doesn't come around until August, but it's these earlier months where the team is able to get some early reps in. KUJH reporter Grace Johnson has been attending a few of those practices and has more.
Lawrence football is in off-season mode, but you wouldn't know it with construction moving fast at David Booth Memorial Stadium and players already back to work. The stadium renovation marks a new chapter for KU football, a sign of momentum both on and off the field. And while the upgrade is welcome, for students living nearby, it's hard to miss the daily reminders.
So I live right next to the stadium, so I'm most excited for the construction to be done because it kind of wakes up me and my roommates. But I'm also super excited to go to the new stadium with my buddies.
And while that early morning energy might wake up the neighbors, for the team, it's just another part of the off-season routine. LeSean Williams is still adjusting to a new environment and a new offense, but already feels right at home. Newcomers like Williams are settling in, while returners like Daniel Heischel Jr. are stepping up to lead a changing locker room. The stadium might still be a work in progress, but the anticipation around it isn't. Fans are ready to fill it with energy and cheer on the Jayhawks into the new season. With fall around the corner and expectations high, this offseason doesn't feel like a break. It feels like a new beginning. For KUJH Sports, I'm Grace Johnson.
Thanks, Grace. Saturday football games will be here before we know it. The rowing team is off and stroking, as you might say, and KUJH reporter Lindsey Ryan joins us live from the Boathouse for an update on the team. Lindsey, how's it going?
Thanks, Lauren. It's going good. The Kansas rowing team will host their home dual meets this weekend at Wyandotte County Lake in Kansas City, Kansas. The Varsity 8 squad is coming off a 5th place finish in Sarasota, Florida with a final time of 6:45. The Varsity 4 squad finished with their first win of the season, picking up a finish of 7:53. They beat out both West Virginia and Tulsa. Kansas is set to hit the waters tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. against Iowa. Their second set of races is at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday morning against Minnesota. Admissions are free, so if you want to spend some time in the sun this weekend and you're not busy, come and cheer on your Jayhawks at Wyandotte County Lake in Kansas City, Kansas. Lauren, back to you.
Thank you, Lindsay, and best of luck to the rowing team this weekend. Now, since last week, we've got a few updates on Kansas sports as well as the remaining schedules for some teams. First up, the women's tennis team pulled off a road win against Iowa State earlier in the week, moving to 12-9 on its season. The team has their last 2 regular season matches coming up this weekend at the Jayhawk Tennis Center. They will welcome 19th ranked Oklahoma State tomorrow at 5 p.m. and will celebrate Senior Day on Sunday when they host Kansas State at noon. Over to the mound, baseball is coming off a tough midweek matchup against Nebraska, falling short 7-5, but is off to its best Big 12 start in program history at 9-3. They will look to add to the win column this weekend with a 3-game series against TCU in Fort Worth, Texas, beginning tomorrow at 6 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., and Sunday at 1 p.m. Here at Kansas, the baseball team has had a lot of recent success at home. Some of the credit goes to the home field advantage. Coach Fitzgerald recognizes the difference in energy, especially when they're traveling. Here's what he had to say before the team hits the road.
You know, on the road, it's such a different energy because you're on the receiving end of the opposite energy, and so you know, it's so different here because it feels like they're in the dugout. There's nothing like this place when it's packed out. I mean, it is bonkers.
What's not to love about all the fan support and current team success? Speaking of, first baseman Brady Ballinger received the America Big 12 Midseason Player of the Year award, a huge stride for Brady and this team. For softball, the team was on the road last weekend and came home with a 1-2 record over Arizona State, moving them to 500 on the season at 17-17. The team will host 12th ranked Arizona for a 3-game series beginning tomorrow at 5 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., and Sunday afternoon at noon. And the women's team is preparing for the Big 12 Championship starting next Tuesday, the 15th, in Hokley, Texas. And as of yesterday, the team is a 4th seed heading into this tournament. A lot of Kansas sports to keep your eyes on as the season is wrapping up. We'll have all the updates for you next week. Coming up, the forecast for this weekend's sporting events, plus how a 36-hour challenge brought students from across the nation together. Stay with us.
Almost remind you that creating stuff is actually fun.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas. A great place to be you.
With a busy weekend of sports ahead, fans are hoping the weather plays along. Sam joins us one last time with everything you need to know before making those weekend plans.
The good news is, Sydney, I don't think any sport is going to have any problems. Starting up here with softball, taking on Arizona this weekend for their game tomorrow evening. 65 degrees, low wind, be a perfect night to go out to Rocha Ballpark. Saturday and Sunday, though, those winds are probably going to be a factor, gusting upwards or towards 30 miles an hour with the sunny and partly cloudy conditions, respectively. Now switching gears and going on to KU baseball, we're going to be down in Fort Worth taking on TCU, as Lauren told us all about. For the game tomorrow night, 78 degrees with northeast winds, and then Saturday and Sunday, warm up a good bit, with the winds also being a factor for their weekend games as well. Looking at another long list of KU sports, women's tennis and rowing both look good, so is track and field down in Fayetteville, men's golf in Iowa City, baseball against Wichita State, and women's golf as well down in Hokley. Everything looks good. Great time to go out and support your Jayhawks. Sydney.
Thanks, Sam. Looks like we're in for a great weekend ahead. Enjoy the weekend, Jayhawks.
Engineering students gathered this weekend on campus for Hack KU, the annual hackathon at Kansas. Hackathons are 24-hour to 48-hour periods where hackers gather to build innovative tech projects. KUJH's Annabelle DeFord takes us inside Hack KU, which pushes brains to the limit.
While we were catching up on sleep, engineering students spent the entire weekend turning caffeine into code. For 36 hours, Hack KU participants spent all day and all night coding, collaborating, and competing. Starting Friday night, the School of Engineering transformed into the core of creativity and caffeine-fueled solutions. But Hack KU isn't just for problem solving.
Kind of almost remind you that creating stuff is actually fun. It doesn't always have to be for an assignment or for an exam or to help you gain an internship. It can also just be something that you enjoy doing.
Me and my team, we decided this year that we just kind of do something fun. It's a chess game, and it's normal chess until you try to capture a piece, and then you have to win a hand at blackjack.
With all the cool projects going on, it can be easy to forget just how meaningful this experience can be.
This is internship level stuff that people are putting out. Like, this is something that you would like show off that you did at the end of an internship, and they did it in, a weekend.
So whether you're looking for a resume-worthy experience or just the chance to make something fun, Hack KU is the place to be.
If there's anything that you do, even if you just go and try a project, even if you don't finish one, like, you should do that just for the experience.
Organizers hope next year people from other majors will join in, because after 36 hours,
it's really, really a cool experience to have an idea at the beginning of the weekend and have some sort of way you brought it to fruition at the end. Like, that is something that everybody who competed in Hack KU should be incredibly proud of.
For KUJH News, Annabelle DeFord.
Shout out to all the students and volunteers who got a ton of work done on Saturday and really made a difference out there.
Well, that's all we have for KUJH this morning. Check out KUJH on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for exclusive content and keep up to date on the latest stories at KUJHnews.com. I'm Sydney Clark.
And I'm Lily Schutzenhofer. KUJH News will be back next Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Have a good day.